JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, woman chopped to death, husband injured in attack. There is a pall of gloom over the Buxton town community of St. Catherine, following the gruesome murder of a woman and the injuring of her husband. The police say about 1 a.m. an attacker or attackers armed with a machete invaded the couple's residence and chopped them. The woman died on the scene, while the man was admitted to hospital in a serious condition. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, which is still carrying out its investigation, has not disclosed a possible motive for the home invasion. However, area residents said the suspect is a rapist who also attacked another woman last week, leaving her hospitalized. Man dies in St. Catherine crash. A resident of Jericho district in Linstead, St. Catherine, has died of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle crash in his hometown. Is Marvin Dunn, 35. The police said the accident happened on the Binless Road in Linstead about 11:50 p.m. on Tuesday, but Dunn died in hospital about 1 a.m. on Wednesday. He was driving a Toyota Corolla motor car and he lost control of it and crashed into a structure. No one else was injured and no one else was on the scene, the police said. St. Catherine farmer gets 3 years in prison for gun possession. St. Catherine farmer and contractor 23-year-old Michael Watson was yesterday sentenced to 3 years imprisonment for illegal possession of firearm. Watson, who is from Old Harbour, had pleaded guilty in the gun court in Kingston on November 3 last year to the charge. Attorney at law Courtney Foster, who represented Watson, made an impassioned plea for leniency. Foster indicated to the court that Watson found the gun and was on his way to submit it to the police to receive a reward from the Crime Stop program when he was beaten by cops and taken into custody. The prosecution's case was that at the time of Watson's arrest, police personnel saw him acting suspiciously along a main road in Old Harbour. The police searched him and found the gun in his bag. A character witness testified yesterday that Watson was industrious and of a quiet nature. The social inquiry report stated that residents of Watson's community described him as being quiet, hardworking, and was a positive member of his community. Watson had no previous conviction. 14-year-old Jamaican-born girl shot and killed in Canada. A 14-year-old Jamaican-born girl was shot and killed in mysterious circumstances at an apartment building in Mississauga in Ontario, Canada on Tuesday. The deceased has been identified as Stafford Riley, otherwise called Lily. According to a report from Canada's CTV News, Riley migrated to Canada from Jamaica with her parents and her brother in 2012. The Peel Regional Police said they were called to the apartment building sometime after 9 p.m. Tuesday after a resident found the teen in the stairwell on the third floor suffering from a bullet wound. Medical personnel later pronounced her dead at the scene. The police are treating the teenager's death as suspicious, but the circumstances under which he died are not clear. Riley's older brother spoke to CTV News but did not reveal his identity or voice on camera. The report, however, said that he informed them that his family was in shock at her demise. In the meantime, a GoFundMe account was set up by Sarah McDermott, a woman purporting to be a neighbor of the grieving family. The Riley family came from Jamaica in 2012 and do not have any family here in Canada. It is just mom, dad, and son. Their wish is to bring their daughter home, wrote McDermott. My heart is broken, and my faith in humanity is at an all-time low, knowing someone could take a 14-year-old girl's life, she added. Up to Thursday morning, 9,525 Canadian dollars has been raised out of a total of 15,000 Canadian dollars in the fundraising effort. Suspect held in Trelawney farmer's murder. The Trelawney police have confirmed the arrest of one of the main suspects in the murder of an elderly farmer whose charred remains were discovered in Clarkstown about 1 p.m. on Monday. We have managed to apprehend one of the suspects, and we are now in the process of getting a confession from him in the presence of his lawyer, after which he'll be charged, a senior cop said yesterday. The identity of the suspect is being withheld until he has been officially charged with the murder of 63-year-old Winston Stewart, otherwise called Manor, of Mackhill District, also in Clarkstown. Reports are that sometime afternoon on Sunday, Stewart left home to tend to his cows at his farm at Walker Peace in a section of Mackhill. When he did not return home as customary, concerned relatives made a report to the Clarkstown police. A search effort to locate the missing farmer ended in hour on Monday afternoon when the team stumbled upon Stewart's burnt remains at a woodland farm owned by a suspect. Preliminary investigations led to the arrest of one of the suspects. 2 other men implicated in the gruesome murder remain at large. Stewart's common-law wife for more than 4 decades, Melrose Gordon, said that he was a peaceful individual, expressing regret at the gruesome manner in which he died. Him is a quiet man, him no make no trouble. So I don't know what them kill him for, the distraught woman related. Him was here Sunday and him left and say I go walk a piece go look on him animal them. When him a go round, we call him phone and him answer and say him just a go in the bush. Him just a go in a walk a piece. After we know say him supposed to they come round, we call him back and him no answer. The phone only a ring and they come like somebody take the phone from him and lock it off, she continued. She said that the men suspected to have murdered her common-law husband were well known to him, adding that he would often give them food. Me don't know why they want to kill him. One of them especially eat what I'm on. But him tell me that them have some animal that eat down him ground, she said. Adding that Stuart had recently asked one of the suspect's father to speak with him about the animals. Stuart is the 5th person to be murdered in Trelawney since the start of the year. 15-year-old shot while buying food for mom. Gunmen firing indiscriminately inside a shop along Featherbed Lane in Spanish Town Tuesday night killed one man and injured 2 others, including a 15-year-old Ascot High School boy who is hospitalized in serious condition. The incident, which occurred about 9:15 p.m., resulted in the death of 58-year-old laborer Desmond Beckford of Martin Street in Spanish Town. Residents said that Beckford and the 15-year-old were collateral damage because they were not believed to have been the targets. Reports are that Beckford, who operated a soup business at the front of the shop, was standing in the shop when a man who was being chased by 2 gunmen sought cover. The attackers reportedly fired rounds in all directions. The 15-year-old, who had gone to purchase food for his mother, was on his way out of the shop when he was hit multiple times in the lower body. Beckford was pronounced at hospital and the other 2 admitted. The teenager underwent surgery. And a soupy and the youth them want. But them just at the wrong place at the wrong time, said one man who asked not to be identified. Me just leave the shop and by the time reach me gate, me hear a whole heap of shot, he added. Another man who lives near to the shop pointed to a bullet hole in the concrete column at his gate, suggesting that he would have been hit if he was standing at his usual spot. Me just left the gate and go inside and then me hear all the shot them a go off. Me I tell you, if me was standing at my usual spot, he wouldn't be able to talk to me, he said. The mother of the student, who lives less than 200 meters from the crime scene, said she had heard the shots but never believed that her son could have been caught in the attack. He is the first of 5 children. Them come for one man and them still have to shoot me son, she said, with tears rolling down her cheeks. The mother, who requested anonymity, lamented the distress traumatic incidents caused for families. I'm just praying that he pulls through, she said. Court hears, cop had a legal gun for 3 months. One of the 2 police officers, who was allegedly involved in an attempted robbery last year, allegedly was in possession of an illegal gun for 3 months. It was further alleged in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court yesterday that the other police officer said on caution that he and the 3 co-accused planned to steal 3 gaming boxes from a bar. The policemen, Daynard Meikle, 35, and Christoph Campbell, 25, and their co-accused Odari Fraser, 20, and Rashawn Alvarenga, 22, are charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, breach of the Disaster Risk Management Act, attempted shop breaking, and conspiracy to shop breaking. Campbell will also be before the gun court for illegal possession of firearm on February 24. In a part heard bail application yesterday, the allegations are that on December 29 at 3 a.m., police traveling along Windward Road in Kingston observed Alvarenga and Fraser hiding under a shed. They asked them their reason for being on the road, and they indicated that they were going to a construction site in St. Thomas and were waiting on their boss, an individual by the name of Elder, to pick them up. Across the road in an open lot, a motor vehicle was spotted and the police approached it. Meikle, who was the driver, and Campbell, his passenger, were seen reclining in the car. They reportedly told the police that they were cops and had firearms. Meikle is reportedly a licensed firearm holder, but Campbell was allegedly found with an illegal gun. The prosecution alleges that when investigators asked the policeman about the 2 men under the shed, Meikle, on caution, allegedly said, "Make me level with you, Sarge. Are we and the 2 youth and Elder come for broken at the bar for take with the poker box them?" Fraser then said on caution, "Officer, Elder put you for watch the road and him will cut the grill." The prosecution told Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague that they are opposed to bail, as Elder is not yet in police custody and there is a likelihood that the accused would abscond bail. However, attorney for Meikle, Orville Morgan, Kemar Robbins, who represents Campbell, and Zandra Gay Francis, attorney for Alvarenga and Fraser, all assured the court that their clients would not abscond bail. Cole Montague said she would reserve making a decision until a further date. The accused were remanded until February 7. St. Elizabeth lockups now COVID-19 free. Things have returned to normal at 2 police lockups in St. Elizabeth, which have now been given a clean bill of health following outbreaks of COVID-19. The Santa Cruz and Black River lockups had to be closed down and prisoners and police personnel quarantined after several cases of the virus were found at both. Commanding officer for the St. Elizabeth Police Division, Superintendent Dwight Daly, said that health authorities have now declared the lockups COVID-19 free. He said visits and other things that were suspended because of the lockdown have now resumed as prisoners have recovered from the virus. Everything is back to normal now, Superintendent Daly said. About 20 prisoners from both lockups contracted the virus and had to be quarantined. Earlier this month, it was reported that prisoners at both lockups began showing symptoms of COVID-19. Representatives from the Ministry of Health and Wellness who were called in confirmed the presence of the virus at the locations. Consequently, court cases involving the detainees were affected and visits were prohibited. Jamaica reports 283 new COVID cases, 2 deaths. Jamaica reported 283 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 fatalities on Wednesday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 125,250 and the death toll to 2,677. Of the newly reported cases, there were 149 females and 134 males, with ages ranging from 1 year to 96 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 97, St. Catherine 47, St. James 36, St. Thomas 22, Manchester 19, St. Elizabeth 19, Westmoreland 13, Clarendon 11, St. Anne 8, Trelawney 6, St. Mary 2, Portland 2, and Hanover 1. Meanwhile, the latest victims include an 89-year-old female and a 70-year-old male, both from Kingston and St. Andrew. The deaths occurred in January 2022. Another death was reported as coincidental, and 6 other deaths were reported under investigation. The country also recorded 200 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 70,614. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 25.4%. There are 455 people hospitalized, 17 of them critically ill. There are 5,878 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.